Hi guys, welcome back to another progress vlog. So today we're going to be doing Sanemi. I haven't read the manga, so this is what I'm going to be calling him, hoping to see him in the next anime season or something. And as usual, we're going to be starting off with the body. At the base of the feet, I'm starting off with white, and then I'm transitioning up to black, and then to white again. I also created these little pants, which I attach onto him on round 14, and then we're transitioning up the rest of his body with skin color Magnolia Way by Crafter Secret. For his eyes, I decided to paint them using Posca marker and Sharpie. In his case, it looks kind of freaky because he does have like very bright red veins bulging out, and the pupils are really small, and they're also kind of oval shaped too, and it's like pointed downwards towards his nose. Looks kind of like he's insane because he kind of is. And I'm giving him white part for the outer parts of his eyes, and then pointy cornered eyes using black. This is the overall update so far. Also gave him these little sandal straps using a dark green color called Deep Forest by Impeccable, and I simply sewed those on and used fabric glue to put them into place. And yeah, this is the overall update so far. I'll be back with the next update. Hi guys, welcome back to another update. So starting off with his body, I am using black lace yarn to sew on these little ab lines that he has. I'm just making them very simplified. It's kind of similar to Inosuke, but also a little bit different. And then afterwards, I am taking this Rosy Cheeks yarn, which is kind of like a blush yarn, which I am placing it on the chest area. And I also kind of took the yarn and placed it right underneath of the black lace yarn. That way the abs can still be visible. So I did like one little line right here, and then I did like a crisscross line on the top part of his chest. I also gave him 2 arms using skin color, and I went back and free-handed the scars on his arms. He has a lot of scars from his like childhood or something. And then after that, I went back and took this honey yarn. I placed it onto round 15, stabbed it in with my broken felt tip needle for the little golden button since his outfit is opened. And then after that, I took my white yarn, chained it to create the belt, and then sewed it onto round 14 as usual. So I'm hoping this method right here will turn out right with his jacket. I was considering doing some color changes between black and skin color, like how I saw some other people did it for his character, but I'm thinking about making the black a part of the outer layer jacket, and I won't be adding anything on the back side because it's gonna be covered up anyway, so I don't think that's necessary. And then for the hair cap, I'm giving him white hair, 4 inner rounds and 3 outer rounds. Place them on as usual, 3 rows above the eyelids. And I'm also giving him 2 ears using skin color, placing them 4 stitches away from the eye and then 1 row down. Same thing for the other side. And yeah, that is the overall update so far. Sorry if the camera keeps tilting. This phone mount is not working so well sometimes. And guys, welcome back to the next quick update. Really quickly, gonna go through the face. I took my same Rosy Cheeks yarn and then simply took my yarn needle. I think I took this really big doll yarn needle to like poke it through the face to do the scars along the face. He has 1 scar that starts off on the right side of his cheek underneath his ear, and it goes directly across over to the other side of his eye. And then I create little mini lines over the long line to create like stitches. Although these are supposed to be scars, not stitches. But you know, I'm guessing it looks like it. And then I'm putting 1 more stitchy lines across the top of the forehead. Maybe I should have made this part a little bit longer because I think his hair is going to be covering it, because there's supposed to be a scar that's shown in between the gap of the hairs on his forehead. And yeah, that is the update so far. Up next, I created this little jacket. I started off with white and then transitioned to black for the rest of it. And it looks kind of like a mask. Like this part will look like it's supposed to be like for a nose piece, and then like these were for the eyes. That is so weird. Oh my gosh, that looks so funny. It's too big for him though. Anyway, this is the inside of the jacket. I'm gonna go ahead and add this on to the doll, so that way you guys can see what I was planning this whole time. So as you can see right here, this black part is supposed to represent the inner layer of his outfit. Like the black part is supposed to go up, and then the white part is supposed to be like the outer layer, right? Well, instead of adding 3 layers to the doll, because that's gonna be really bulky, I have to simplify it to 2 layers. And some people did color transition where it's like they did black right here, and then they transitioned to skin color, and then they transitioned back to black. And I was like, that's kind of a lot of work. I don't really like doing that because I have to write down a lot of stuff. So instead, I decided to transition the black directly on top of the white layer and then put it over it, so that way there's an illusion that he is wearing both layers. You can still see his abs, you can still see the scars. I will show you what his outfit is supposed to look like at the very end with the little sleeves. And here we go. Very bulky, as usual, just like my other dolls. Yes, the semi-completed outfit overall. And also the backside is supposed to have the little kanji for kill, which I may or may not do that. I think I should, because it's visible, it's very visible. Anyways, I'll be back with the next update for the hair. Hi guys, welcome back to the next update. Now we're starting off with the hair. On the front side, I'm doing his bangs. And for these little hair strands, I'll be referencing to my Nikki hair tutorial pattern. So if you also want to create your own anime style hairs, link to that in the description box below. And for now, I'm starting off with this middle strand right here. This is the longest strand. This is a 10 chain. I'm using white yarn for his hair. And I'm placing a 10 chain directly in the middle. And it's going to be facing downwards. I'm leaving some little bit of room right here for these 2 8 chains. So we have 1 8 chain over here. And then 1 8 chain on this side. It's right next to his eye. And then moving on, I'm leaving this little gap right here where you can see this little scar right above his eye. And then on this side, I'm leaving another 8 chain, followed by another 8 chain after that. This one is slightly above his ear. On the other side, I'm using another 8 chain, which I'm flipping it to where the pointy side is facing upward. And I'm leaving this little curl right here because his hair does tend to flare up. His hair right now looks kind of funky, looks kind of silly. But I'll try to fill up his hair to where it spikes up all the way around, and we'll see how this turns out. So far, this is what it looks like. The back side is still pretty bald, and there we go. So I'll be back with the next update. Hi guys, welcome back to the next update on the hair. Now on the side right here, I'm working on the edges of the hair cap. I'm adding all 8 chains simply on the very last round of the hair cap, and then it goes all the way around, making sure that the hairs kind of like cover the back of his neck. And that wraps all the way around to this last part right here. And right above the ear is where the hair strands I added like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I think about 7 of them that spikes upwards. And here is what it looks like from the front view so far. So now I have like just this part to fill up, and I will figure this out. So I'll be back with the next update. Hi guys, welcome back to the final update for the hair. So now his hair is completely all spiked up on all of the sides. So you see I added a lot of these 8 chains on the back to give it some spikes, even though when I place it down it's it's gonna crush some of the spikes on the back here, but that's okay, I guess. And overall I did like a layer of 8 chains, pretty much the pointy side facing downwards. And on the second row right here we have the 8 chains with a little bit of curl on the outside, so that way the spikes can show on the side and the back side. And here's what it looks like all the way around. Now on the top part, created another round right here, and then finally there's 2 of them directly in the middle, but then on top there's also another layer of 8 chains poking upwards. So I guess in total there's 1 2 3 4 5 6 rounds of 8 chains just spiking up and going down. Here's what it looks like on the other side. I also provided some like little pictures in my doll notes, so that way you don't have to like pause the video and stuff. And just to note that even when you make these type of hairs, you don't have to like copy it directly, but you could. As long as you get like the overall shape of spikiness, then I think it will look fine on your doll. And the overall look is complete. What do you guys think so far? I really like the way his scars are like shown across the face. And on his forehead right here, I made sure to get some of those important details, and on the hands as well. And overall, I think he turned out a lot better than I expected. I thought he was going to be a lot more difficult to do. I gotta say the eyes are really freaky, but it really adds to his character. So I'm really in love with this doll and the way it turned out. And the detail of the kanji on the backside, super cool. Thanks to those who donate to me on Ko-fi monthly, as it really helps fund my supplies. I got like 1 more Hashira to make, and then I think I should be done with the entire Hashira from Demon Slayer. But yeah, I'll be back with another video soon. Bye!